Kelly, and it's time for your Wednesday Wellness Wake Up with Dr. Sharon, brought to you by the Napa County Chiropractic Association. Good morning, Dr. Sharon.
Good morning, Kelly. It's a beautiful day to be alive in Napa Valley.
Yes, it is.
I have some very special guests with me today. I have brought a couple very special women from the Valley. They have created, and I have to say, invited me to join them in some wellness workshops in Napa Valley.
Nice.
They've named the workshops To Your Health Napa. And they're really bringing a lot of wonderful offerings to Napa Valley. And I just thought it's a pleasure to bring you both here today, Rebecca and Judy. I'm going to introduce them and tell you a little bit about them and let them tell you some of the things that they're all about here in Napa. So To Your Health Napa are really wellness workshops that have been created to get people healthy, focused, and productive. And in the environment of workshops, they bring tools to relieve tension and effectively manage change and inspire purposeful action. So Judy, to start with, Judy Cameron, good morning.
Good morning.
Judy Cameron is a rapid results coach. She teaches in a very compassionate and caring manner, and she works with Qigong and EFT and does a lot of transitional life coaching. And I'd love for Judy to tell us a little bit about some of the workshops that you'll be offering.
Well, first of all, thank you. One of the workshops that I love the best is teaching Qigong, and it's ancient China's healing art or healing system, and it offers natural stress relief.
I haven't heard of that one. I've heard of acupuncture, right? So how tell us about that.
Well, if you have a spectrum of martial arts on one end and healing on the other, Qigong is at the healing end of the spectrum. And it offers 4 different ways of breathing, for one. Breath, sound, body movements, and directing our thoughts for good health.
So is that like meditation? Is it movement?
It combines all of those things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if in ancient China or today even, they believe that if your chi's in the right place or it's balanced, you'll be healthy. And
Absolutely.
And I was wondering, Judy, you talk about doing some like holistic health retreats around the metaphysics of money and talking about how people respond. Tell us a little bit about that too.
The metaphysics of money teaches basically that we are, what do I want to say? Just the energy of money and how we can incorporate our money patterns and
so you're giving people like specific tools for how to manage their money, or is it more of a spiritual way of looking at it?
Energetic of money and how to raise your money vibration, basically.
I know one of the workshops that Judy is offering is natural stress relief through this Chinese ancient healing art of Qigong, and also like clearing your subconscious blocks to health and wealth, where the metaphysics of money workshop would really fit into that. Wouldn't you say, Judy?
Yeah, absolutely.
I also want to give Becca a moment to talk. Becca is the Chief Relaxation Officer.
Oh, nice.
She's a health and did you love that? She's a health. Becca Pronchik is a health and wellness coach. She has a business called Permission to Relax, which is just fabulous. She's a yoga
Let's think about that for a moment. Permission to relax, because we don't often give ourselves that permission, do we?
We don't. And she's been working as a meditation and EFT instructor. And Rebecca really has been in the Napa Valley for a long time. Was a wonderful photographer and executive.
But I know Becca.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we're friends.
So,
I actually haven't seen you in a while. Hi.
So tell us a little bit about, Becca, about some of the workshops you're going to be offering the Napa Valley in To Your Health.
Well, we started out joking about Permission to Relax. The last 2 years, I just decided to call my business that, because that's what I do. Yeah, I love working with people who, like me, are burned out or stressed, and that's how I kind of came into the work I'm doing, burned out as a photographer. So I loved the work, but I wasn't listening to my body. So the work I do, I love working with people to, that's why the Permission to Relax is so perfect.
You're right.
Listen to their bodies. Take time to be quiet and rest and not keep going when you're exhausted.
We don't like to do that very. What is that about?
Yeah, it's just like push, push, push. If you're tired, keep going.
Yeah,
so
like I don't like to stop and meditate. I don't meditate. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't meditate because I think, I got things to do.
And that's true.
You know,
we have busy minds.
Yeah, we do.
So I love working with beginners. I love working with people that, like me, have gone too far, and then their bodies are saying, hello, excuse me. So I love working with people to bring them back into their bodies.
And one of the really wonderful workshops that Becca is doing in this group is called Get Quiet, Get Clear, and Get Going.
Oh,
Get quiet, get clear, and get going, which I love when you think about a group of high-powered executives coming into Napa Valley, on some perks, some sales business meeting, and maybe they get to play a little golf or they get to do a little wine tasting. Yeah. But wouldn't it be wonderful if they also took maybe 30 minutes of each day of their programming to sit and get clear and get quiet and get going?
Yeah, who are you talking to? What kind of person would do well with your workshop?
Well, we're looking at groups of executives, so corporate groups that come to the Napa Valley, but also personal groups, people that come for family reunions and
bridal
weddings,
parties.
Sometimes family reunions do really need to relax, huh?
Yes. I just attended one this weekend. It was pandemonium. Yeah.
It was pandemonium. It was. So
I think this idea of the energy recharging and being able to take a group of people who really are coming to have a productive business meeting, but also, their company says, yeah, but you all need to we want you to be more productive individual employees. We want to recharge your battery. We want to recognize all the latest studies that says, people that meditate and people that take a little quiet time are more productive work employees, and we want to be able to really access that piece of them, help them transform their day-to-day lives, not just the minute, the 15 minutes or half hour or 3 hours that they get to spend with Becca or Judy or myself in the Napa Valley, but really how do you take that back with you if you're a new bride or if you're, a corporate executive or if you're a family planning a reunion. So, I think that was, I'd love to hear, Judy, talk a little bit about how we all got inspired to do this. I know you're doing a lot of different retreats around the country, and it'd be interesting that how we ended up saying this is what Napa Valley needs.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of talent and a lot of years of compassion and bringing what we love to do together. I'm so honored to be.
Can you give us a couple tips? Like, for example, people are listening, people like me, they're going, I'm busy, I got things going on. I don't want to sit there and just close my eyes and go, for 30 minutes. Like, give me some tips. How am I going to de-stress? How am I going to really relax?
There is an acupressure point just under your right breast, and it's covering the liver. And if, for example, you have anger that you can't resolve, it just basically is a good place.
And it's on men too.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
Said, so I have a breast, but men don't. So I see why you said
chest, breast.
But so right underneath.
Right.
And how do I find it?
It's just a general area.
Okay.
Over the torso.
And then if I press on it,
massage, or tap gently with your fingertips, and you can help resolve this anger more quickly.
Is there something you might want to say or think about when you're tapping?
Well, just the thing that makes you angry.
So, and like if someone has an anger issue, or if they're in the moment, if they're flaring up and they're really upset,
just a
or
quicker
really,
way to let
you
go
can just tap this spot here and to kind of.
Or
I love that. Yep. I may be so. Hey, boss, when you see me walking around doing this, you'll know what's up.
It's a clue.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Judy. What about you, Becca?
And breathe.
Oh,
and breathe.
Don't we forget to do that sometimes?
Yes. Well, we're always breathing. Our body breathes while we sleep, and then we forget, and we hold our breath. And so the best way to reduce your anxiety, your stress, your concerns, your frustrations is breathe.
Like a big deep breath?
Yes.
Yes.
If you just remember, notice, I'm holding my breath, and then take a slow, deep breath, it will solve a lot of problems.
Oh, good.
I think people don't realize very often when they're sitting and working, or if they're concentrating very hard, very often people are actually holding their breath much longer than they should be. So, everybody just take a big deep breath.
And I've noticed that too, if I'm really focusing or if I'm stressed out, and all of a sudden I'll have to take a deep breath because I'm not getting any oxygen. I think we all do that, right? And we go, oh, wow, I was holding my breath.
I know. I remember I used to sit on the subway, and that would be my time where I would actually breathe, and in this hustle and bustle. Yeah. People would say, you meditate on the subway? But actually, it's a time when anytime you have an opportunity to sit still, driving from one location to the next. It's
Just
taking some deep breaths and, remembering, having a consciousness of like really letting your belly relax,
and
letting
our
your-
shoulders, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's
we tense
really-
up. Or we can just grab our phones, our smartphones, and play games, or turn on the radio. I mean,
Yeah.
I do that. Every minute of my day is filled with something distracting me, right? Isn't that kind of happening a little bit more now?
We have so many distractions.
Absolutely, absolutely. The core of the healing work, I think, is unplugging from all the TV and the phone and the
Because
external
now it's
activity,
constantly
the computer.
It didn't even used to, I mean, it got busy, but now with our phones, I've noticed it's constant. If I'm standing in line at the grocery store, I'm waiting, and I have 5 or 10 minutes where normally I daydream, I pull out my phone and I play a game. Constant distraction.
Or check your email or listen
Oh,
to
sure.
your
Go on
voicemail.
Facebook. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Well, I just have to say, I am so looking forward to hearing more about To Your Health in Napa. I know how incredibly effective that Judy and Becca have been in their lives and in the work that they've been doing as individual coaches, transformational coaches, rapid result coaches, meditation and executive health coaches. And I think this is really the next step in working collectively to bring about some real health and wellness and self-nurturing to Napa Valley. So I thank you both so much for being here with us today.
And how do we get more information?
Yes. Okay. Well, I can tell you that Judy can be reached at judycameron.com.
Judy Cameron?
judycameron.com.
Okay.
And Becca can be reached at beccabronchik.com.
Pronchik with a P, right?
And if
Pronchik?
people just Google To Your Health Napa, they'll also
that's
see
the easiest way.
Yeah, they'll see all the lists of the different workshops that are going to be offered coming up this fall. And we look forward to meeting lots of new friends in the Napa Valley.
That's wonderful. Thank you all so much. And thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Kelly.
Sharon,
Thank you very
for this
much.
Wednesday Wellness Wake Up brought to you by the Napa County Chiropractic Association. For more information, go to napachiro.com. It's